Project 2 of our engineering unit is orthographic drawing. The definition of an orthographic drawing or projection is a two-dimensional drawing of a three-dimensional object, using two or more additional drawings to show additional views of the object. So you've already practiced a three-dimensional drawing, meaning it had three dimensions, a height, a width, and a depth. We're now going to look at a three-dimensional drawing and we're going to show two-dimensional views of it. Right here is the first page of your worksheet. This is a three-dimensional drawing, also known as an isometric because it's at the 30-degree angle. This green side is always going to be the front, so the front is always going to be off to the left. The red is the top and the blue is the right side. Here are the drawings in a coordinate plane of what you are going to do. You are not going to need the dotted lines, and this first quadrant is always going to be empty. You also won't need to put the labels top, front, and right. The next slide will have kind of a demonstration of where they got this information. Here's a model I'm going to use to demonstrate. According to the drawing, my front is always going to be off to the left. The example, it's green on the electronic document. Here is my front. I'm going to start with it. If you'll notice, it's 4 units long, just like it is on the paper. And so I've made it 4 units long here. You'll notice this is 1 unit long, so I'm going to make it 1 tall here, just like it's 1 tall here. You'll notice it's 2 units tall here, and I'm going to make mine 2 units tall. Next, looking at the same figure, I'm going to turn it on its end and look down at the top of it. And you'll notice when you look straight down on a three-dimensional object, all you see is the 4 units. So that is hence why I have these 4 units. This solid line here is representing this that is unable to be seen when you're looking straight down. It represents this missing piece right here. Next, I'm going to demonstrate the right-hand side. So if I look at the right-hand side of the cube, you'll notice it is a 2 by 1. And again, I'm going to put a solid line there to represent that. Our next one is going to demonstrate the first one, or figure 2, that I want you to work on. And my video is a little off, so be patient with me, and then I'll show you a digital copy as well. Next, I'm going to demonstrate how to draw this. This is the same shape, but if you notice, this is my front now. So my front is right here. So using that as my guide, I'm going to draw my shape 4 tall, 2 across the top, then 2, and then this indentation, and then down. So using a straight edge on the graph paper, I'm going to draw 4, 2 across, 2 down, 1 in, and 2 more down. Again, notice my front on this drawing is different than my front on that one, because our fronts is different. Next, I'm going to draw the right-hand side. So if this is my shape, if I look at the right-hand side straight down, it's a 4 by 1 in a vertical pattern. And again, I can see this with my naked eye, but I have to represent it with a solid line on my sketch. Now, I didn't mention it, but these dotted lines here show that each of the two-dimensional drawings need to be located in the grid in the same alignment. So I drew my front 3 units over and 1 down, so I'm going to need to draw my right 3 units over and 1 down. So I'm going to start with it right there. And remember, I'm going 4 tall by 1, showing that perspective. So I'm going to draw 1. I'm going to make a 4 tall, and I'm going to connect the bottom. Again, I've got to put a solid line representing the split. Oops, I don't think you could see any of that. Representing this visible split. Next, I'm going to do the top. If I look at the top, it is a 2 by 1. And I can't see that it's not solid back here. So again, I'm going to put placement in the quadrant the same. It's going to be here, and it's going to be 2 units long by 1 unit tall, using a straight edge. And then here in the middle, I'm going to put a dotted line to represent that this is not solid. Representing this space back here, we can't see that's missing. All right, here's a digital representation of what I've just drawn. Notice that they're in the same location, pretty close as I could get digitally. This is what the second figure on the first page should look like. So it's kind of been done for you, you just need to recreate it. How I'm grading it, I'm looking that you have the figures, the top, front, and right side view in the right quadrant, in the right perspective. I'm looking that you have dotted or solid line where appropriate. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, including the one I've shown you, to do. Before you turn it in, if you'd like me to check any of them to make sure they're accurate, I will be happy to. Good luck.